Mika, what are you doing,
Really?
man?
I'm having a Zen meeting, a Zen experience. That was annoying sound.
You're still keeping your zen, though, I see.
Yes.
Now, do you think you're playing a game right now?
I wouldn't call it playing. It's an experience, a Zen experience.
Okay, that's radical, dude. But you realize you don't even have a light on your controller, right?
Caleb, I don't need light on my controller. I have light in myself. I am the light. Oh.
Okay, is the light inside of you ready to review the Alto collection? That's what I came here for. Like, we're gonna do a video.
Let's review it.
Okay,
I can do that.
Okay, great.
This is actually pretty unique. You said game, I say experience, because this is experience when you push only one button. You don't need anything else. It can be controller, it can be mouse, it can be your mind, if you have such a tool.
Really?
If you have such a tool, yeah.
So is that somehow symbolic or meaningful? You just have one button in the whole game?
You don't need more.
Okay.
That's why this game is so zen. And actually, you can see in this corner, before you start the game, you can enter zen mode, and all the other things like goal, it's not there. It's more a zen experience.
You just ski. Or snowboard, we should say.
Yes.
So, also, you should know this collection that is free from the Epic Game Store this week, because that's what we do on this
The
channel.
Zen experience should be always free, so I'm glad for that. But you know, Caleb, this game was free before, because it's a mobile game. As you can see, the very same game, and it was always free.
Also free.
Also free.
So now it's free on PC for the first time, being given away by Epic Games. And
Yes.
we review all of the free games from Epic Games each week. So it means if you're not subscribed, you should subscribe and listen to more of Mikhail's Zen experiences. He's not usually this Zen. It's just this is a very Zen, meditative game.
It is. It makes me so calm, this game, because you just let it flow. You don't have to care about things. Yes, there are some goals, but nothing really happens if you fail. You can do it again and again. And that's a beauty in this game.
And in fact, it is two games. I noticed that you're calling it a game now, so gotcha. And one of them...
calling it a game because you said so. It's an experience for me.
Conforming with the convention. I see how it is. One of the games, called Alto's Adventure, you are snowboarding down a snowy mountain looking for your llamas.
Or you're having a Zen experience and you don't care about anything else. You can still jump.
They got it. They got it. It's zen. It's
Yeah.
very, very zen. And the other one is Alto's Odyssey, where you are sandboarding down a sand dune, not looking for anything but trying to avoid angry lemurs, which I found amusing.
Or trying to get in peace with yourself.
Yes. We could go to Should You Play It, I think. That explains it is a mobile game. It's just one click.
I would change it to actually not should you play it, but should you experience it. Because this is an experience. For me at least.
But for the sake of branding, like this, Should You Play It is what we do.
As
so
you wish.
you can imagine that it's should you experience it if it makes you feel better. But, Mikhail, should you experience this experience?
I am already experienced it, and I would like to have more people experience this
Why?
experience.
Why?
So I'm just saying yes, because it makes you feel at ease. Like you can meditate during this experience. You call it a game, so I will call it a game from now on. Okay?
I'm going to push back against, well, all of this a little bit.
But this game or experience should be played or experienced only when it's free, because the Zen should always be free. So I wouldn't recommend it to buy it,
So you
because Zen should be free all the time.
you would never pay for Zen.
It's like paying for love. That's wrong.
I'm going to leave that right there and move on. Well, I think that's it. If it's if you're approaching it as a Zen game, I think sometimes that can be a little bit misleading, because sometimes if you actually want to achieve the goals and if you want to make some progress, it can be frustrating. There are times...
There was no frustration for me.
Because you were in Zen mode! And you're doing this weird Zen-y thing.
I am in the Zen mode now.
I wanted to complete the challenges. I wanted to get more equipment. I wanted to get to new environments. I wanted to get the highest score. So there were goals in the game, and I wanted to set goals for myself. Every time you pass 10 levels, you unlock another character who skis or snowboards, sandboards a little bit differently. So I wanted to unlock new characters and see what it would be like.
Caleb, you haven't tried Zen mode.
I have not.
There are no goals. There's no time. It's perfect.
Okay.
So try that.
That sounds great. But I wanted to do things! And with that being the case, sometimes you really get screwed because you're almost about to achieve the goal.
Please, Caleb, don't use the negative words for me. Thank you.
You're almost about to achieve the goal, and then out of nowhere, an anti-goal shows up and gives you the opportunity to go back to the beginning and try.
It always go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
It's a circle.
Yeah. It also gets a little bit repetitive, but it is procedurally generated and the mountain is never the same, which means you can't really memorize what's coming next. So it never gets boring, but also if you have specific goals, it's sometimes there's nothing that you could have done to get where you want to go.
It depends on you if it's boring, because it's in your mind. This experience is in your mind,
anyway,
not on the screen.
It is extremely simple and a bit repetitive, and sometimes it frustrated me, but I found it to be so addictive, and there was just enough content there to unlock that kept me pushing to get a little bit better, to get a little bit farther.
Does it mean that you're going to say yes and try the Zen mode?
It means that for this game, the levels and goals that I played, I'm going to say yes. I think you should play it. I kept coming back to it.
I'm glad we agree.
We do, yeah. Okay.
And this game, just to be clear, this game has no multiplayer, but it does have a leaderboard that you can actually compete with if you want to compete. If you don't want to Zen, you can compete with each other by like highest score, and we actually made the highest score there because we got the game before it was released. At least on the computer.
So we were competing against very few people. Except we were competing against the developers who were testing it.
Yes. But
and we got higher
if
scores.
You want to compete with our score now, you got a chance.
Yeah. Mikhail, what was your best distance?
My distance?
Yeah.
There's no time in this experience.
Okay, I'm going to tell you my best distance, and you tell me if you beat it.
Okay.
I got to 1,200 meters.
I got to 2 kilometers.
2 kilometers?
Yes. Yeah. You're gonna see it in the leaderboard.
I respect your Zen.
But after that, I went into the Zen and didn't go back. So if I would play only the standard mode, it would be even better. But I entered the Zen mode and I never left it off.
So just make sure you don't get sucked into some weird Zen time paradox where no one will ever see you again.
That's a negative word.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it. But, I mean, you'll see. I wish this game had more content. I wish it had more environments. Basically, I wish there was more.
You don't need more environment.
I wish there was more of this
changing.
game.
And there is more of this game. There are 2 of these experiences.
Yeah, but there's snow and sand. I would have liked jungle. I would have liked, many different things, because basically I want more of this. This was fun and addictive, and when things were going well, relaxing.
If you want more of this, you're gonna find it on michal.zen.com.
Someone's gonna buy that right now. All right, so guys, thank you for watching. Next time, Mikhail won't be so zen. I'm gonna get him back into Dark Souls, so he gets a bit more back to normal.
But before we say goodbye, we will show you our friend, which is a Zen fan too, so you can see his channel and maybe subscribe to him because he's very Zen.
We cover all the free games given away every week by the Epic Games, but
he covers other experiences too.
And games also. The free games, very great deals on games. He gives announcements about them. So please subscribe to Low Budget Gaming. If you're not subscribed to us, we would really appreciate it. If you didn't know, it's free to subscribe. And it really helps us out. And this week specifically, we are really trying to get to 10,000 subscribers before August 19th, which is our channel's
Okay,
1-year birthday.
It's just numbers. It doesn't matter. You need to make yourself inside in the piece, okay?
It matters to me. Please subscribe.
So until next time, please share the love,